I discovered my stepmother forged my dad's will, so I read the real one at the family dinner. When my dad married Margaret, I was 22 and naive enough to believe her charm. She was the kind of woman who could make you feel seen, even while she measured how useful you were. You're such a smart girl, she'd purr, her hand on my shoulder. Your father's lucky to have both of us. I wanted to believe that. Dad's health declined fast. Cancer doesn't wait for anyone. Through it all, Margaret played the perfect caretaker. Soft voice, daily updates, endless selfies with him in the hospital. For memories, she said. I was studying out of town, visiting every weekend. The day he died, she wouldn't let me in his room. He needs peace, she said, shutting the door. I didn't argue. I still regret that. A week after the funeral, she invited me to a family discussion. Her tone was syrupy, but the message was clear. It was about the will. I walked into the dining room to find her lawyer already there. Papers spread across the table. Your father wanted to make things simple, she said, sliding a document toward me. Everything goes to me. It's what he wanted. My throat tightened. He told me he wanted the house split. Her smile didn't falter. Grief makes memories blurry, dear. Almost signed then. Almost let her win. But something didn't sit right. The signature at the bottom. Dad's handwriting, but off. A loop too tight. The R not his R. My pulse quickened. When did he sign this? The day before he passed, she said. I was there. That was the first lie. The next week, the bank called. Dad's joint account was closed, funds transferred. Then came the second blow. She listed the house for sale. My childhood home. He would have wanted me to move on, she said when I confronted her. You're young. You'll understand someday. But the final cut came when my aunt, Dad's sister, called crying. I wasn't invited to the will reading, she said. Your father mailed me a copy last month, but it never came. That's when I knew. What she didn't know was that I had a hidden advantage. Our neighbor, Mr. Patel, was a notary. He'd notarized something for Dad 2 weeks before he died. I asked him if he remembered. He did. It was his will, he said, pulling up his register. He seemed relieved. He handed me a copy of the notary entry, with date, signature, and a witness line. Margaret's name wasn't there. I went through Dad's old emails and found a draft of his will attached to one from his lawyer. The terms matched what he told me. Split assets, trust fund for his sister's care, everything transparent. The file was time-stamped and authenticated. I called Margaret. I need you to come to dinner Friday, I said. We should talk like family. She hesitated. Why? Because you'll want to hear what Dad really said. Friday night, she arrived in pearls and perfume, smiling like a queen. I hope this isn't another lecture about fairness, she said. I poured her wine. No, I said softly. Just a reading. I opened the printed will, the real one, and began to read. I, Richard Bennett, declare this to be my final will and testament. Her smile froze. The clauses rolled out like thunder. Equal division, personal notes to me and my aunt. His explicit signature. Then I laid down the notarized affidavit and the time-stamped email. You forged his signature, I said. And that's a felony. She sputtered. This is absurd. You can't prove. The notary can, I interrupted. And your lawyer already confirmed the document you used wasn't signed digitally. You copied it. The room went silent except for her bracelet clinking as she shook. You think anyone will believe you? They already do, I said. I sent copies to the estate attorney this morning. 3 weeks later, she was served with a fraud investigation notice. The house sale was frozen. Her lawyer dropped her. I didn't celebrate, it just felt quiet. Months later, the house is still mine. I kept Dad's chair by the window where he used to read. Some evenings, I sit there with tea and think about how grief can make monsters look like saviors. Margaret moved 2 states away. She sends Christmas cards now. Generic ones with no return address. I never reply. Dad always told me, integrity's what you do when no one's watching. Turns out, sometimes integrity also means making sure someone finally is.